Yeah, it was a blind date. We both worked at Howard Johnson's. My best friend was dating the cook. Her boyfriend was friendly with Bob, and blind date, and the rest is history.
I've known this guy for 67 years. We met in kindergarten, and we'll talk about, serving Mass at Miss Spinelli's wedding and stuff like that. So that's a lot of fun,
We even shared an automobile together. It was a Buick, California, I think it was called. We got it from our cousin Jackie. I don't know if I smashed that one up or if he smashed that one up. It was probably me.
It's hard to put into words. He was always super involved. I think compared to my friends' fathers, it's like something that's always really stuck with me.
He was still at every field hockey game, every softball game. He coached the girls' games. He was a father while running a successful company, and that's a difficult thing to do.
I was looking at a picture in our parents' basement. It's a picture of the three of us and my mom in my bedroom. My mom has me on her lap, and she's holding Johanna up, who's like 3 months old, like this, because I wanted the attention. I wanted to be held up for the book. So it's like me with the book in front of me, and then Johanna's like to the side, and then Christy's next to her. Yeah.
For everyone watching, you know this story, but my parents went to go visit Suzanne at UNH, and I threw a party. And I got caught, obviously, but my punishment was to go out to eat with my father once a week, on top of being grounded. And we would talk, and I feel like it grew a bond, and I'm very proud of him that that was my punishment, because we became closer because of that.
We have this simpatico that's just unbelievable. I've been there for him, he's been there for me. He's there for everybody, quite frank. He's a gentleman beyond gentleman. I can recall one time we were out on the beach, just he and we talked about his business. He had an opportunity. The first thing out of his mouth, I want to know what they're going to do with my employees if I were to sell my company. He said, if they're not solidified in what they get, I'm not doing it.
Some business owners are looking at the financials and make a decision that way, and that wasn't Bob. He thought about not just his employees, but their families, and that's really special.
When I found someone that I was working for and with that had the integrity that he has, I didn't want to be anywhere else. He is a huge part of my adult life, and that's not by accident. He's an extraordinary man.
The other thing that makes Genesis special and who we are is commitment to the community, and that is Bob.
It wasn't just about the money; it was about the community.
He always talks about, I grew up in Lexington, I continue to live in Lexington. He wants to impact the small businesses within the community to make it better for everybody.
He's very involved in the town. He knows a lot about just the different historic houses and all that, and he really dives in and drives to Concord and does the Concord Bridge, and we've done the reenactment together. If you open the Lexington Colonial, you're bound to see something referenced about him, a couple times a year, I would think, with the road race and him winning the Tri-Con hat and everything.
I would say it's all about helping his local community and giving back. He's always been very attached to the community.
Yeah, oh God, that race in the Battle Green, I could remember it was just a thought in his head. When he grabs the bull by the horns, he makes a plan, sets the plan, works the plan. We're now in our 70s and we're putting up cones in the middle of the road because he's special.
There's a guy that has run this road race for 30 years, and everybody kind of knows him of this road race. He goes out and he sells the business, but he continues to do the road race. It's part of him. That will never let go. He can never let stuff like that go.
He gives back in so many other ways. He does Lex Hab. He cares about our community. He'll never not be involved in something that gives back.
He is very involved in the town, as Johanna said, with LexHab, which is affordable housing for lower income families. He's very involved in that, and he's passionate about it, which is great. I think he'll continue with that.
He really does, love Lexington. He said to me, geez, I saw he said, I saw the cross-country team lost to Arlington. I said, I couldn't believe, I thought I was the only idiot who knew that, so anyhow.
Dad is very organized, as everyone knows, with his spreadsheets and all that.
I would say he's probably one of the most organized people that I know.
Very organized.
Because he'll say, if he's going to call someone, he'll say, oh, I'm going to do that like next Tuesday at 4. So everything's kind of written out like that.
Well, the Zoom thing started during the pandemic, and we have 6 or 7 regulars that, do it come hell or high water every Saturday morning at 9 o'clock.
I guarantee you this guy does 20 Zooms a week. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. There isn't a day he goes by that he's not Zooming somebody. Gotta be upstairs in a Zoom meeting. Who are you Zooming with? Sometimes he doesn't even remember who he's got to Zoom with because he's got his calendar in front of him.
We made a joke the other night that he had to be offline for like 24 hours, and I thought he was going to lose his mind.
Truth be told, Bob is not the best driver in the world. He'll probably kill me for that, but he's not a good driver, and it's well documented with all our friends.
Well, no, I'm just saying, now that he's got a Tesla, and he has that, that sort of power under him, so that foot can get a little heavy. So we can try to hold on for our dear life just for a second or two anyway. But he does love that car. It's awesome,
That said, my back collapsed, the bottom of my back, and I was in bed for 90 days, over 90 days, and I couldn't take it anymore. I went in to Wingham Baptist, and the first person I called I knew I could trust was Bob. It was special to have him come. I'll be right there, don't worry about it. I'll pick up your wife, I'll go there. He drove me home, it was fantastic, And I had a battle with cancer, he did the same thing. I was in for my radiation treatments. He took me in, he took me out. I actually took him into the radiation room, and I showed him the bell that you ring once you're through with your therapy. It was amazing, just amazing. He was right there for me.
A few years ago, it was pretty funny because both Bob Ludwig and I had radiation scheduled for the same day at Brigham's. Okay, so Bob said, well, we'll have fun. So the 3 of us went in, showed up at the desk, and we said, hey, Bob's doing a 2 for today. Okay, then when the 3 of us went out to lunch together, turned out to be a great day.
But I feel like he was so present with each one of me and my sisters with whatever we were going through at whatever time. And not a lot of people have that. So, here I am.
Bob, I love you. Who can say to their boss / partner / friend, I love you and thank you.
He is nice and he lets me watch jump on the iPad. I like to play with him. We play tag outside. He helps me name the dogs in T-Town. And cats. And bunnies.
I like on Martha's Vineyard, and we walk downtown and we get Tic Tacs at Tony's. And in Lexington, here, we do this thing called a history walk, and he talks to me about history.
Yeah, there's 2 or 3 ice cream stores that we usually go to. He doesn't really eat ice cream, he just pays for us.
I hope you have a good retirement and you get to stay home and have good breakfast. I want to give him cupcakes, ice cream, and cake.
We do this sleepover at their house and we watch movies.
Yeah.
And it's fun.
My papa holds me on the monkey bars. He's fun. Yeah. And he's one of the best. He's the best puppy in the world. Yeah. He's the best ever. Papa knows it. Yeah. He's like 77 or 70 something.
He's 71.
Oh, right.
I think he's like 67 because he looks very well aged.
71. 2. I think he's 0. I think he's 0. He's 0 years old. Wait, let's lean this way. Happy retirement, Papa.
Thank you for hiring me. I've been so fortunate to be part of this Genesis family, and in some ways, yours too. So thank you.
Well, Bob, you finally pulled the trigger. God bless you, my friend. I can't think of anyone who deserves it more for a great retirement than you. So, Boo, from my heart to your family and you, God bless you. You'll have a great retirement. Good luck.
Bob, okay, well, congratulations on your well-deserved retirement, but in your case, you know, you're not really going to retire because you're going to be doing so much. I know you're going to love watching your grandkids grow up, and hopefully we'll still be getting together watching the Patriots games together when we're in our 80s and 90s, and maybe not, but anyway.
Yeah, I think he should eat more like sugary things and be unhealthy. I think he should go to the gym.
Well, I don't know if I can give you any wisdom, but I can tell you this. I'm looking forward to his retirement because I know that he will be able to spend more time with me.
I just want to say, Dad, you've always been a huge inspiration, both personally and professionally. It kind of instilled in me a real comfort with taking risks, which I think I otherwise wouldn't have had. So I always thought that was a very special thing. And I love you, and congratulations on your retirement.
Dad, I am so happy for you. I'm proud of you. I wouldn't be anywhere that I am today without you. I love you, and a happy retirement.
I would hope that he would travel more, because I know deep down he wants to do that, but he enjoys spending time with all of us because we love spending time with you, and cool it on the Excel spreadsheets.
Well, congratulations, and well-deserved, and I know it's a hard transition. After the adjustment, I think you'll do really well, and we'll see what the next chapter brings. Love you.
I'm staring out into the night, trying to hide the pain. I'm going to the place where love and feeling good don't ever cost a thing. And the pain you feel's a different kind of pain. Well, I'm going home, back to the place where I belong, and where your love has always been enough for me. I'm not running from, no, I think you got me all wrong. I don't regret this life chose for me. But these places and these spaces are getting old, so I'm going home. I'm going home. The miles are getting longer, it seems. The closer I get to you. I've not always been the best man, a friend for you, but your love remains true. And I don't know why you always seem to give me another try.
Yeah, I have a little, you want to hear a little funny story? Absolutely. A great story. He was refurbishing the house on Canonicus. And we're painting, he and I. Slept in dust the night before, got up, and we started painting. He says, well, I got to go get wire for the speakers to put in. 4 hours later, he returned. I did the whole inside of the place. What happened? He goes, I got a flat. I had to call my brother. I didn't know how to find it. He goes, Mario, I didn't have a flat. I was at the bar.